So बच्चों, previous class में we saw some introduction about rational number. Okay, so let us recap in next 3 to 4 minutes or 2 to 3 minutes so that we all are on same page. Okay, so what did we see? We see that there were numbers which was like 1, 2, 3, 4 and so on till infinity, and these were called natural numbers. Why natural numbers? Because we understood that okay, as a human being it naturally comes to us to count 1, 2, 3 and so on, isn't it? But then scientists realized that okay, 0 is also required in mathematics, hence we included 0 also. 0 plus all the natural numbers, it gives me whole number. Okay, this thing we have seen in our previous class. Okay, one more thing. Whenever you study, try to go to the playlist. In playlist I have kept everything chapter wise, so start with one chapter and start in sequence so that you don't miss out and don't get confused. Okay, now can you tell me for example, if I say 2, is it a natural number or whole number? Natural number or whole number? Think. So I'll say that 2 is also a natural number and 2 is also a whole number. What's wrong in that? Because in whole number, see, 0 is there and all the natural numbers are there as part of whole number. So yes, 2 is a natural number, but it is also a whole number. So can we say that all natural numbers are a whole number? Can we say this? Yes, we can. Because in whole number, only extra term which is included is 0. Otherwise, all the natural number are there as part of whole number. But if I say that all natural numbers n, okay, so all the natural numbers are denoted by n, all the whole numbers are denoted by w. Now my question is, are all natural number whole numbers? The answer is no. Sorry, are all natural numbers whole number? The answer is yes. The answer is yes, because you take any natural number 1, 2, 3, 4, anything, these all are whole number. But if I say, are all whole numbers natural number? The answer is no. Why? Because what if I have 0? 0 is a whole number, but it is not a natural number. But yes, other than 0, if there are any number, we can call that natural also, whole also. No problem. Now, then scientists also realized that not only 0, 1, 2, 3 set of whole numbers are going to solve my complete mathematical issues. Why? So for example, in your previous class 7, you would have studied simple equation. So for example, x plus 7 equal to 0. What does this give me? X equal to minus 7, right? So finally my answer is something which is minus 7. See, So even there are negative numbers which are required in mathematics. So we have set of whole numbers. Now include all negative numbers in set of whole numbers. So for example, start with minus infinity, then dot dot. For example, minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, also 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. And these complete set is called integer, integers, and it is denoted by z. Understood? So again, my question is, are all natural numbers integers? Think. Yes, because see, these are natural numbers and these are also integers. So I can say all my natural numbers are integers. If I say, are all whole numbers integers? Think. The answer is yes, because whole number is starting from 0 and all natural numbers, these all are whole numbers, right? And of course these are all integers, because I am saying that integer will consist of all the positive numbers, 0 and negative numbers also. But if I say, are all integers whole number and natural number, the answer is no, because integers also contain these numbers which are negative in quantity. Okay, so tomorrow if somebody asks you, okay, or tomorrow somebody says integer, your teacher says integer z, you should automatically have an image that okay, it will have some negative, it might have some negative number, it might contain 0, or it might contain some positive number. Anything is integer. Okay, then tomorrow somebody says whole number, you should quickly have a figure that okay, it starts from 0, 1, 2, 3, and so on. Tomorrow somebody says natural number, you should quickly have an image that okay, it will have 1, 2, 3 or something, not 0. ठीक है? Now once we have understood all these things, that there are some types of numbers, let us come to our chapter per se. Okay, so our chapter name was what we read in our first class. It is written rational number. So we understood that one thing is clear, it is some kind of number, because it is number and whose name is rational. Like we studied something called natural number, we studied something called whole number, we studied something called integer, or you can say integer number. All these are types of numbers. Okay, we are just naming it, don't get confused. We are doing no math here as of now, we are just naming it. We are saying that okay, this kind of number whenever you get in mathematics, you will call this natural number. This kind of number whenever you get in mathematics, call it whole number. If you also have negative, 0 and positive number, call it integer number. Okay, and now in your class 8 chapter number 1, we need to learn about something which is called rational number. Again, it is a name. We are trying to understand okay, what kind of number would be rational number then, like we understood what kind of number are natural number. Okay, so as of now we have seen that there were numbers which was 0 There were some positive numbers 1, 2, 3, and so on. There were also negative numbers -1, -2, and so on. Is there any other number which we have left out? Because all these numbers I know the name. If I talk about this complete set, I'll call this integer. If I talk about only this much of number, I'll call this whole number. If I talk about this much of number, I'll call this natural number. Is there anything else which is left out? Yes, it is. I have not spoken about some number which can be between 1 and 2, 1.5. This can be one of the number, right? There can be some number which is 3.7. There can be some number which is, you know, 0.5. There can be some number which is minus 1.5, right? Why I am putting this in between -1 and -2, minus 1.5? Because see, minus 1.5 will lie where? Between -1 and -2. Similarly, 0.5 will lie here where? It will be between 1 and 0, 0.5. Okay. So I have not spoken about these kind of numbers as of now. And these kind of numbers which we have left out are called rational number. But then how do I define this rational number in mathematics? So see, can I say that 0.5 is nothing but 1 divided by 2? Can I say this? Yes, because you divide 1 by 2, you will get 0.5. Okay. Can I say minus 1.5 is nothing but minus 3 divided by 2? Yes, I can say that. Similarly, 3.7, can I say 3.7 is nothing but 3737 divided by 10? Can I say this? Yes, I can say this. So, where I am coming to? I am coming to a proper definition of rational number. Like you, as of now, you are confident. Somebody will ask you, what is natural number? You will say, it will start from 1, 2, 3, 4, all these are natural number. You know the definition, there is no ambiguity. But tomorrow somebody asks you, what is rational number? What you will say? 0.3, you will say, minus 1.5, 0.5, 1.5, 3.7. But how many such numbers you will say? So there has to be some proper definition of this rational number. That is where we are going to. So when I say 0.5, it can be written as 1 divided by 2. Minus 1.5, it can be written as minus 3 by 2. 3.7 can be written as 37 divided by 10. So all the rational numbers can be written in form P divided by Q. And we say that rational number, all the rational numbers are those numbers which can be written in the form P divided by Q. P can be anything, like for example, here P is 1, here Q is 2. Getting my point? Similarly, here P is 37, Q is 10, here P is 3, Q is 2. So what I'm saying is, definition of rational number is any number which can be written in form P divided by Q, and with one condition, that Q should not be equal to 0. Okay. So see, q is not equal to 0 here, not equal to 0 here, it is 10, here it is 2, right? q is not equal to 0. So tomorrow anybody asks you what is rational number, you will say any number which can be represented as p by q. So for example, I'll say 3.7291, is it a rational number? You will say yes. Why? Because this can be represented as 37291 divided by 1 2 3 4. See, so it is in terms of p divided by q, and q is not equal to 0. Okay, so this much we are clear. Now I have one question for you all. Why I am saying that q should not be equal to 0? Why it is so? And what will happen if q is equal to 0? So let us discuss this so that your concepts are clear. Okay, and then again we will fall back to our rational number. So rational number, one thing we have understood very much clear to us, like natural number, whole number, integer and all, that okay, any number which is in form p divided by q, and q should not be equal to 0, then it is rational number. Okay, tell me, is 2 rational number? The answer is yes. It can be written as 2 divided by 1. So in a way, whatever we talked so far, like see, natural number, whole number, so all the natural number were whole number, right? All the whole numbers were part of integers, right? And now I can say that all the integers are rational number also. Like for example, if I say -5, is it an integer? Yes, it is an integer. But is it a rational number? Rational number also? Yes, because -5 can be written as -5 divided by 1. This is a rational number. But if I say, are all rational number integers? The answer is no. Because take any rational number, some decimal rational number, 1.5. This is a rational number. Why? 1.5 can be written as 1.5. You know, na? You remove the decimal, you put 10 in the denominator. So 1.5 can be written as 15 divided by 10. Right? This is a rational number. So 1.5 is a rational number, but it is not integer. See, we studied integer here. We are saying integers as 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, or minus, -1, -2, etc. Not the 0.1, not the one which is in decimal. This is how I defined the integer, right? So what I'm saying is, even rational number is a bigger box. Like in natural number, all the natural number were supposed to be whole number. Similarly, all whole numbers were supposed to be integers. Similarly, all the integers are now rational number. But not all the rational number, for example 0.5, not all the rational number are integers. 0.5 is not integer, but it is a rational number. Understood? Okay, so our discussion point was, now I am very much clear what do we mean by rational number. It should be in the form p by q, but I am giving you a condition that q should not be equal to 0. This is the sign of not equal to. Okay, so how do I write equal to? I write equal to like this. And if in mathematics I have to say not equal to, what I'll do, I'll just cross it like this. I'll say this is in mathematics called not equal to. Okay, so now our discussion point is why I am saying that q should not be equal to 0. So remember one thing. So let us discuss this. We make our basic concept clear, and then again we fall back to our rational number, and then we'll see what all things we need to study as part of our syllabus in rational number. Okay? Okay. So समझ में आ रहा है अभी अभी आप सभी बच्चों को समझ में आ रहा है ना? ओके सो लुक हियर. I said rational number can be informed p by q, but q should not be equal to 0. Remember, my students, in mathematics, anything, so for example, 8 divided by 0, it is not defined. Or the answer is don't know. Don't know. Or we can say that answer does not exist. Doesn't exist. There is no answer to it. For example, I tell you 9 divided by 0. The answer is not defined. Or you can say infinity, something which you don't know. Okay, for example, I tell you minus 5 divided by 0. Tell me what is the answer. The answer is not defined or minus infinity. Okay, this is the reason why I'm saying that any number you can have in form of p by q, but it should not happen that q is equal to 0, because the moment q is equal to 0 it will not be defined. Now some students who are very eager to know, they'll ask why sir, why it is that once I divide something by 0 it is not defined. You want to know? So all those who want to know, stay put. Otherwise, somebody who want to skip it, you can forward the video and go ahead. So chalo, let us see. For example, I write 4 divided by 2. What does this mean? What is the answer? The answer is 2. But do you know how have you got the answer 2? What is the logic behind this? 4 divided by 2 means that you had something 4 centimeter long or 4 meter long, take in any unit, and then I am I want to break this 4 centimeter into 2 centimeter pieces. So what I'll do, I'll take out of this 4 centimeter, I'll take 2 centimeter here, I'll break this and I'll break this. So once I break it, how many part do I get? Part 1, part 2. I get 2 parts. That is how you are getting this answer 2. Okay, let us analyze something more. For example, you write 3 divided by 1. What is the answer? 3. What does this mean? You had something which was 3 meter long. This was 3 meter, You broke it in 1 meter of piece. 1 meter, this is 1 meter, this is again 1 meter, and this is again 1 meter. So how many piece do you get? You get 3 piece. 1, 2, 3. That is how you are getting answer 3 here. Okay, let's do something more. 5 divided by 2. What does this mean? It means you had something which was 5 centimeters long, 5 centimeter long. This complete was 5 centimeter. Sorry, I'll delete this. This was 5 centimeter, and then you are breaking it in parts of 2 centimeter. So what you will get? I got one 2 centimeter here, I got another 2 centimeter here, and then I am left with only 1 centimeter. So I got one part, complete 2 centimeter, two part, and then half of it. So I got two part, one 2 centimeter part I got, second 2 centimeter part I got, but in third I could not get 2 centimeter, but I got half of it. So that is how I say that I got 1, I got 2, and I got 0.5. So answer should be 2.5. If you divide 5 by 2, what is the answer? It is 2.5. Understood, no? So now with this logic, you only tell me, if I say 6 divided by 0, what does this mean? It means that there was something which was 6 meter long, and I want to make it in pieces of 0 meter. So what is 0 meter? 0 meter is nothing. How many pieces you will make? You will make infinite number of pieces, because you start breaking it in 0, 0, 0, 0 piece. Okay, how many pieces you will make? You will end up making infinite number of pieces. Or I'll say that once I say that it will be divided in piece of 0 meter, 0 meter is nothing. So how will I divide it? And that is how I am also saying that it is not defined. Not defined. But at the same time, I am also saying that it is infinity. If I happen to somehow break this in 0 pieces, 0 means very, very small, then it will end up in infinite number of pieces. The answer is infinity. Or the answer is not defined. Both are correct. Or the answer is does not exist. Does not exist. All these are correct answers. And hence, we have understood that okay, there was nothing great in the definition of a rational number. There was nothing great here. It was just that in mathematics, it is correct to say that denominator cannot be 0. And that is why I am saying that q should not be equal to 0. Otherwise, rational number is nothing but any number which is p divided by q, in the form of p divided by q. And now I don't need to mug up and say that q should not be equal to 0. I know that q should not be equal to 0. Yes, ये मुझे अब याद रखने की ज़रूरत थोड़ी है. ये तो अब मुझे पता है कि यहीं पे नहीं, रैशनल नंबर नॉट ओनली ड्यूरिंग डेफिनेशन ऑफ रैशनल नंबर, बल्कि मुझे ये भी पता है कि भाई इन मैथमेटिक्स डिनोमिनेटर में 0 हो ही नहीं सकता, बिकॉज 0 अगर मैं डालूंगा तो इट इज़ not defined or it is infinity. Okay, so till now we have studied and understood what is a rational number. Okay, and how have we understood? We are just trying to understand the name of it. Okay, one more thing, like I told you, whenever you start any subject, first of all you have to go to the name of the subject. You have to understand the name of the subject. Okay, and the name is rational number. So we understood there was something called natural number, there was something called whole number, there was something called integer, and now we are understanding that there is something called the rational number. Now I'll give you one small tips and tricks. So as the name suggests, what it is meant by saying rational number? So rational number means any number which has got some logic. So for example, if I say 3.42967, is it a rational number? Yes. See, it can be written as 342,967 divided by, how many zeros should I put? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Can be written in the form P by Q, where Q is not equal to 0, hence it is rational number. Okay. So are there any, so till now we have studied that there is something called rational number. We have understood the definition of it. So don't worry. In next class we are going to understand why it is called rational number firstly, and if it is called rational number, is it the end of everything? Like we understood in mathematics we had something which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and so on. These were called natural number, and we understood that this is not the end of mathematics. There was something called zero also, and hence we had whole number. Then we understood only zero will not make the work, we need negative numbers also, and hence we had the complete collection is called integer, which is represented by z. Then we understood no, only integer is not going to do everything in mathematics. We need some number like 2.5, some decimal kind of number. Okay, 3.1. And then we understood that okay, let us call these numbers as rational number. So all these integers and everything was included as a rational number, and we defined it. We said that okay, how do you define? You say that any number which is represented as p by q. So like 25 is represent 2.5 is represented as 25 by 10. 3.1 is represented as 31 by 10. See, represented as p by q, represented as p by q. And this is how we defined. And then we understood one more important thing, okay, which we don't need to mug up now. We say that okay, this denominator cannot be 0. This I know now, because once in mathematics denominator is 0, it is leading us to infinity. So this much we have understood. Now my question is, have we covered all the kind of number now in mathematics? The answer is no. There are still some numbers which are not even rational, and those are called irrational numbers. You'll say, what, sir? What are you talking? We have covered all the numbers, we have covered decimal also. Now, are there any other number which will not fit in category of rational number? How can it be possible now? Yes, I'll show you. I'll show you in next class that yes, there are numbers. You will be surprised to know that okay, yes, there are numbers which are not even rational, and those are called irrational number. So in next class, we will talk firstly why the name rational number. It could have been any other name also. And once we understand that why the name rational number, we'll understand that is there any other number which are left in mathematics. And then we will come to know that yes, there are some kind of number which are called irrational, which is not even rational. Okay, like I am saying that these natural number were whole number also, but whole number was not able to cover complete mathematics. There were negative number also required, and hence this integer was complete set, which was integer was natural number also, integer was whole number also, and at the same time in addition it was some negative numbers. But then we understood that only not these numbers are sufficient in mathematics. So we understood there were some point also, point numbers, decimal number like 2.5, 3.1, etc. And we defined that as p by q, and we called, let us call it rational number. So this complete set is now rational number. But I am saying that not even rational number is, you know, giving us the complete set of numbers in mathematics. There are still some numbers left out, which we will talk in next class. Got my point? So whenever you go home, you just need to understand what the lecture was. Try to understand. If you get stuck up somewhere, try to watch the video again. Okay, if you have got some doubt, which I don't think you will have after so much of elaboration, but still if some people have, you are very much welcome to put it in comment box. Put that in comment box. I'll try and definitely resolve your doubt in the next video. Okay, so what I'll do is, next video I'll take out 5 minutes to clear the doubt of the student, which will come in the comment box, and then we'll move on to the next chapter. If there are no comments, that's fine, we'll directly start with the next topic. Okay, so next one or two videos will take for clearing our basic understanding and all these things of rational number and all, and then we start solving our exercises and whatever is given in the chapter, and then we start learning the properties of the rational number, or whatever is your syllabus will do that. But my more focus is to make you students, even through 3 to 4 videos, even if that requires extra video to be put or to be made by me, I'll do that, so that your understanding on this subject is clear. Once it is clear, there is no question which can bother you. That is my guarantee. Once you have a clear understanding, no question will bother you. You will solve all the questions. Okay, see you in next class.